This is Jeffreys Bay, South Africa. Now, I've not actually been here, but I wouldn't mind going. I noticed that quite a few of the fish species are very similar to Aussie, where I used to hang out, and I just thought I'd just do a little fishing location review. Now, I do know that there's a company called Sport Quest. They do a fishing holiday here for sharks. So I'll go through the fish species, what they catch, and the area. So they do a surfing competition here as well. And I don't know if you're aware, but there's a famous Australian surfer called Nick Fanning, and he was actually attacked by a great white shark off here. And there was along here somewhere on these beaches here. This is a well-known sort of surfing venue. Probably this area here is where he was attacked. Anyway, he was lucky. He got away without so much as a scratch. But the video footage is on YouTube. So this is Jeffreys Bay. The talk is that you fly into Johannesburg, and then you catch another flight to Port Elizabeth, which I think is here. There's an airport down here where my cursor is, and then there's a commute down to the main town. Now, I think a lot of the fishing which Sport Quest does is along this beach here. Right, along that beach there. This estuary here, this area here, I would have thought. There's a road, there's a main road here. I think you'd go from town and you'd go on the main road and you'd come down here, I'm guessing, and you'd park up and you'd fish along here for shark. But there's a whole host of other species there as well. There's mulloway there, or in South Africa called cob. Be interesting to see what the land is like here, because I think hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years ago, or hundreds of years ago, or however you want to put it, I think Aussie and this stretch of land here was attached. But anyway, let's not go into too much detail about that. So basically, just to zoom in, I think they do certain types of fishing, shore fishing here, for like mulloway and all sorts. I'm just going to quickly run through the species, what they have there. If I get the right thing. Jeffreys Bay, so it says it's teeming with rays and shark. Alright. There's a fish species called elf, daggerrad, barbman, mussel cracker, blacktail, red steenbreast, grunter, Garricks and cob. So it's a very versatile sort of fishing area. So this is a town in here as well. Some sort of lagoon there, which probably breaks, the freshwater breaks through every once in a while. So there's probably quite good fishing off this area here, I'd say. A quad bite would be good in this area. This estuary looks good. I don't know what this fishing would be like in here. But usually where freshwater enters a sea just there, this would be quite a good area to fish along here. There's some big rollers in here, big sort of Indian Ocean sort of rollers. There's a road down here, look. And I think this is where they do a lot of the fishing on that particular holiday. But yeah, looks all quite good, doesn't it? There's another area here as well. A road, a bridge. It looks like a little settlement here. And another sort of this end of town as well. There's an area here with these houses. I've seen some photographs with some houses in the background. Might be that area there. And you can use like heavy duty sort of spinning off the beach. It's an extreme wild place. It'd be beautiful. It really would be a big venue. Maybe even a bit further up here, but I don't know too much about that. I'm not sure what's up there. The port up there. But we're just going to focus on this area in here. So anyway, just a quick one. I'm just going to go through some of the saltwater species. There's a fish which they catch on this holiday called a white steenbreast, a pig-nosed grunter. some bait facts about it. Red bait, white mussel, bloodworm, moonshine worm, sand prawn, sardine, chokia, whatever that is, octopus, and minimum size 60 centimetre bag limit of 1 per day. White stingrays is endemic to South Africa and occur in both the Atlantic and Indian Oceans. What does it say? Known as pig-nosed grunt because they can blow sand prawns out of a hole by using their long snout. Anglers from different regions of South Africa call them different names like river stingrays, Varbeck, Nakagola. A silver body colour and have a soft sheen. 3 stripes act as camouflage to mimic the ripple patterns of the sand caused by currents, waves or tides. Tail fin is large and slightly forked. White stingrays mature is about 5 years, grows to a length of about 1 metre. They can weigh up to 30 kg. Popular tail for anglers prefer shallow waters and deeper seas and are often found in estuaries. They can survive for extended periods in almost fresh water, and they are often seen feeding in estuaries with their tails right out of the water. Diet varies mainly on bottom-dwelling animals such as mollusks, sand prawns, worms and sea lice. Bloody hell, must be eating a lot of that stuff. Okay, so that's the pig-nosed grunter. So there's another fish called a Garrick, and they fish for those. That reminds me of like a queenfish, a cross between a queenfish and a kingfish, with a very powerful tail and it's a bit like a trevally as well. And it's got a face like a tailor, or a what they call not blue nose, tailor, bluefish. What's happened there? Just lost the screen. That's not very good. It's a bit better. So I'm just gonna zoom in a bit. This is sort of an area where you can pick up these sort of fish. Just zoom in a bit. That's nice. Zoom out a bit. Okay. So lure fishing with pop with small lipped lures, spinners, plugs, live bait, salt fly fishing, sardine, pilchard. Minimum size 70 centimetres, bag limit 2 per day. A sought after game fish found along the South African coastline from the west coast to False Bay. Not too much to do with them. Cob, we know about them, Mulloway. You can get them on lures, which you can see in the pictures. You can get them on a bait as well, on like a dead fish bait, just washing around in the surf. And they grow huge. And when you catch them, they croak, and I do know that because I caught one in Aussie. Caught one off a breakwater, about 25-30 pound. I caught him on a squid at night time, and I was lucky to get it in. Yeah, it was in pitch black, so I don't have no photos, unfortunately. But, yeah, when you get to them and try and get the hook out of them, they start croaking at you. It's quite eerie actually, but yeah, nice fish. Again, yeah, bloodworm, wonderworm, sandpit prawn, white mussel, live, harder sardine. Yeah. Okay, bag limits 1 and 5 cob caught from the boat at sea. Go too much into that. And there's the white mussel cracker. Red bait, white mussel, black mussel, wonderworm, sand prawn, crabs, limpets. But they almost common. So it's a South African fish. It's unique to South Africa. Garrick. And yeah, slow growing. Okay. Yeah, there's a whole host of sharks here as well. You can catch. There's bronze whaler shark, typical of here, what bronze whaler sharks they target. There is bull sharks, I think they get. Catch a fish called an elf, which is actually it's a tailor, what they catch in Australia, or a bluefish in America. They've got very sharp teeth, so you need wire trace or something for them, and you catch them retrieving sort of fish or poppers, spinners, stuff like that. And you just retrieving off the in the surf there for them. Blacktail, catch them on prawns and fish, and they remind me of a bit like a black brain, a UK black brain. So yeah, there you go. There's another fish called a gaugeoin. What the hell that is? It looks pretty similar. There's another fish called a bellman, which yes, there's lots of things. So if you're going there on holiday, there'll be lots of real nice surprises there on the fishing side of things. And obviously your sharks. If you're going to target a big shark, if you really want to target a big shark off the beach, you will get a sore bag. You probably want to go with one of the local specialists to do that. And he'll have all the gear and everything, because you need certain gear, and the bloke who does it will be able to get the cast it, get it in the right place for you. Because you'd be surprised how hard it is to cast a really heavy, clumsy rod. If you're not used to it, you just let the old South African cast. So yeah, I wouldn't mind giving it a go actually down here. But yeah, this is Jeffreys Bay. I mean, this is just an insight into a few fish species and somewhere where you can go and do it. As for time of year, I'm guessing it's sort of it's like a summertime thing. It's the best time to go. I'd have to do a little bit more research on best times to go. So I could do that now. So what I'm going to do is I'll quickly look at Sport Quest. Sport Quest holidays. You have to bear with me. There's a resort they stay at called Sea Quest Cottages or something like that. It's around here somewhere. 5-star sort of resort. It does look quite nice. I did notice the only one for South Africa. They only sort of do the shark fishing there. And the season, it says here, the season for sharks is October to April. So yeah, so it's Southern Hemisphere summertime, basically, by looking at that. They also do yellowfin tuna fishing from Cape Town, from boats, if you want to do that. But I think with the guided shark fishing, I think you get, if you caught one shark and you were happy with that, you'd probably say, well, you can fish a whole host of other species. Itinerary, like you said, arrive Joburg, arrive Port Elizabeth, transfer approximately 1 hour to the Seashells Luxury Apartments. Day 3 today at fishing days. 6 days after breakfast, you'll be taken to your first fishing marks by 4x4. You guide with them, give you a quick rundown how to fish with some of these huge sharks. Given what species you are targeting, the fishing methods throughout the week may differ. Around 5 o'clock, then you'll be transferred back to the guest house. Checked out your guest house. So there you go. So I think you'd have a go at getting a few sharks, and it looks like you then go for the other species. So I think that'd actually be quite a good holiday. Actually, that one. Don't know how much that costs. How much does it cost? Let's have a look. £3.5 grand for 10 days. 6 days fishing. Now that would be pretty awesome. Somewhere nice to stay, somewhere to get some different fish species. I would like to do that. There you go, we'll put it on the list. Maybe that'll happen. Maybe it'll happen. Anyway, there's an insight into fishing in South Africa, in particular Jeffreys Bay. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you later.